back to Bottom Deck Achievements, a Hearthstone achievement hunting series. Fractured in Alterac Valley has been out for a few days now, and I hope you're having fun with it. I personally am. If you'd have told me any time in the past that I would be enjoying Freeze Shaman more than any other deck, I'd have told you were crazy. But here I am, and Freeze Shaman's a whole lot of fun. I've got a couple achievements I need to click on, so let's get to that and check those out. You might be wondering why we're sitting here in the Battlegrounds menu. It's because I actually got one done that I'm pretty proud of. I got the Pretzel Mustard achievement done. No experience points here, I just thought it was really cool that I got this one. Now I just gotta, oh boy, get this Spicy Pretzel Mustard. That's gonna be rough. But I had a really good game, and I never lost a round. I tied a couple times, I guess, but never lost. Pretty cool, wanted to highlight that there, even though it's technically not one for this set. But speaking of this set, I got a couple buggy ones I want to talk about. I did this one. I know that it works to some extent because I have a couple ticks for it that I've honorably killed something that has 2 health. I think it's only tracking honorable kills when the minion is at full health. I was in duels and I was playing this. I built a deck just to get this done because I figured it shouldn't be that hard. I came across a Diablo that was playing one of the quests. It played at 7-7, and I did the math. I did the math perfectly. I traded in with something that had 2 attack on it to bring it down to a 7-5. Got my damage up to perfectly 5. Swung in, killed the minion, did 5 damage to the hero, but no achievement proc. So I think the minion has to be at full health, but it doesn't specify that on the achievement. And other than that, another one that I know for sure is bugged right now, I've seen a couple other people tweet about it, is Third Cousins Twice Removed. End your turn with a Cold Tooth Yeti and Chillwind Yeti. I did this. It was just straight up both on my board. Nothing. Like I said, a couple of other people have tweeted about this. It might be fixed now. I saw a tweet earlier that a hotfix has gone live. Haven't tried it since then, but well, at least when the set went live, this one was not working. It's a pretty easy one, but come on, should be done by now. But meanwhile, as I said earlier in the intro, Freeze Shaman. Oof, what a deck. I'm having a lot of fun with it, and it does seem to be pretty okay in the meta. I think it's sitting at about tier 2 right now. A lot of stuff still has to settle out, but boy, I'm liking it. It's a lot of fun. The objective for Shaman that summons a 3/4 that freezes at the end of every turn, way better than I gave it credit for. Way better than I thought it was going to be. That card is sick. Of course, the Sleep Breaker and the Wind Chill are both incredible as well. The Honorable Kill one that makes your opponent's spell cost 2 more. Everything's just good. Chef's kiss for that deck. Supremely up my alley, but then again, also one of my favorite decks of all time was a Freeze Grinder Mage back in Frozen Throne and Kobolds and Catacombs era. So I'm a little biased. That's where I'm coming from. But yeah, pretty easy achievement. Like, even though the number 600 is pretty high, it's like 3 days into the set and I'm already a 1/4 of the way there. So that one's going to be really easy, and it helps that the deck is actually good too. Meanwhile, I've got a couple neutral ones done. I guess I'll click this one, technically the first achievement I got done for this set. I talked about this in my other video, so I won't go into detail in there, but it still feels like kind of a random one. Moving on, I think this one is bugged as well, the objectives one, because it popped when I first played an objective. It says it's supposed to last 3 turns to fully get your full value out of them, but when this procced for me, I just played it that turn. It popped up King of the Hill level 1, so I think it might just be going off of just playing objectives right now. But hey, this is not going to be too hard of one. 40 and then 60. Easy mode. Some of them are quite good. And there's one for every class, I think, so that's not too bad. Then finally, I've been playing a lot of this guy in duels. Korak the Blood Rager. Pretty solid. The honorable kill, if he's not honorably killed and he comes back, it happens more often than not. I definitely haven't played him 16 times, but yeah, he's a solid little card if you're looking for something to fill out a duels deck or just need something at 4 mana in that slot. He's a fine minion, and actually I know I complained about the Varian diamond animation, but the Korak diamond animation is really cool. So I'm really, really happy with this diamond card. Today we are going to be talking about the achievement Teamkill. When I first read this, I said, okay, trigger it 5 times, that's not too bad. Then I looked at the second level of this achievement. Trigger a single Spammy Arcanist effect 14 times. When I was first looking through the achievement set, I was recording my reactions to these and what I thought about all of them as I was kind of quickly going through, and here's what I had to say about this at the time.
How many times for this one?
14 times!
Oh my god, that seems so hard. Trigger a single Spammy Arcanist effect 14 times. That seems freaking rough. Oh god, okay. I'm worried about this one. I'm really worried about this one, because this one's just a file, but it doesn't hit the minion that you summoned. So you need to have on board like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way up to a 13 health minion, all perfectly in that ladder. This seems so hard. Yeah, it's rough. Or you can rig it, and I think I have something in mind to help us do that. So I'm going to walk through my thought process a little bit on here, because I think I came up with an okay solution. I got to thinking, like, is there any way we can rig like a full board and have it like perfectly stacked with health? And the answer is no, as far as I know. But then I got to thinking, and I was like, well, hold up. Are there any cards that when they take damage, they spawn other things? The answer to that is yes. So if I just do a quick search in Wild, there's none in Standard, I don't think. But if we do a quick search for takes damage, we see a couple cards. I'll just go to crafting in case I'm missing some. Adding a spare part to our hand, not really going to help us. Kills minions as soon as they take damage. Well, that'll just wipe the whole board. Dies when it takes damage. No, we're not looking for that. Eye for an eye, absolutely not. There's Jandis Barov again. But there is... How do I not have any copies of this card? Imp Gang Boss. Whenever this take damage, summon a 1/1 Imp. That's kind of perfect, actually, but it's in Warlock, and there's not super a lot of ways to buff that up to get it to infinitely go off. So I kept looking, and I came across... Where are you? Dragon Egg. It's neutral, so you can do it in several other classes to buff up its health. And the way I figured the combo works is if you can either buff up a Dragon Egg's health up to 13, I think, play something that has 1 health, and then play the Spammy Arcanist, you should be able to trigger this off until the Dragon Egg dies. Technically 1 more, because it'll summon a 1/1 as well. So there's that. That's perfect. It's neutral. So when I got to thinking about classes that could get this done, I came up to 2 different classes. One being Priest, of course. They have a bunch of cards such as Power Word Shield. There's Divine Spirit to double the minion's health. It's kind of a lot of cards you need to have in hand, though. So I'm not 100% sure on this one, because especially if you're playing this in Wild, it's going to be really rough to be able to survive that long to get all the cards you need in hand. So I came up with a different solution that I think is going to work a little bit better. Good old Handbuff Paladin. Maybe my favorite deck of all time. I know I said that Grinder Freeze Mage was one of my favorite decks, but I think Handbuff Paladin is my all-time favorite deck. It's not super great right now because of how everything is in Wild, but there's enough healing in this deck with cards like Zilliax and, Chillblade Champion, that I think maybe we could stand a chance to live long enough to get this buffed up, especially with this new card, Lightforged Cariel, which makes your hero power give a random minion in your hand +4/+4. Now, usually I would want to run something like a Murloc Tiny Fin, something that costs 0 mana, that would be at 1 health, but with this hand buff deck, you're consistently in danger of hitting that to where you can't start the chain, so to speak. So I came up with a different solution. We have a Lost in the Jungle. For 1 mana, summon 2 1/1 Silverhand recruits. They won't get buffed in your hand. It's easy. So the combo would be Dragon Egg, Lost in the Jungle, and Spammy Arcanist when we get there. So that's a 3-card combo for 7 mana. A lot better than the like 7 or 8 card combo for like all 10 mana in Priest. So I think we can get there. Like I said, we have some survivability tools. There's more draw in this deck actually than the Priest one. There's Crystology, there's Salhet's Pride, and Alliance Bannerman to hopefully find some of our pieces. I think the hardest part is going to be finding Cariel to get us across the line with the Dragon Egg. But I think once we get that engine going, we should have no problem getting there. So I'm hoping we can find a couple matchups to stay alive, but let's hop into a game and see if we can't get this one done. I'm also, just a side note, I'm only running 1 copy of Spammy Arcanist because I didn't open any. So I've been having to craft these. So I'm trying to get this done with just a single one in the deck. The deck list is pretty tight for what it does. There's a lot of charge and rush, and everything is kind of in place. And I already had to pull out like 4 cards for this. So I'm going to do my best to try to get this done with 1. But if we absolutely have to, I'll craft a second one. But let's see how this goes. The most I can get is like 1 if I swing into the sturdy ring. Oh. I get none. Well, we won a game at least. Yeah, I'm dead. Turn 5, I'm dead. Yeah. There's no way I actually just get there to do my thing.
This is your moment.
Oh. You know, I have lethal. This sucks, I have lethal. Egg. Egg. Egg! No, it needs one more. It needs one more attack. I also need my Spammy Arcanist. I can get there. How many cards are left? Oh god. I'm okay. They'll heal. I'm fine. Well, they don't have enough cards in hand to kill me next turn, I don't think. Yeah, I don't have the Arcanist yet. Egg! Alright, I just need the Spammy Arcanist and I'm done. Oh, please don't kill me. You need a lot more stuff for the Beardo combo this turn, right, bud? The best you can do is, like, Hero Power Zola, right?
Death was merely a setback.
Such a perfect specimen.
Come on, man. One time. One time I want to get this done. Can they kill me this turn? I don't know if they have enough spells left in their deck. Or maybe. They don't have a coin. Okay, it's good for me. Good news is I can just pull a ripcord and kill them here.
Start some trouble.
It's Zilliax, I don't need that.
Really? It's not too heavy.
Not the Arcanist? Come on, man.
The fallen.
Unity, precision, primitive. I'm almost out of cards.
33% chance. Please don't concede. Whatever you do, please, please, for the love of God.
You have triumphed. This time.
So in this version of the deck, winning is a lot less important. So I'm going to take out both copies of Conviction. And I'm going to add in good old... probably 1 copy of Divine Favor. And I think I'm going to add in... I don't super want to add in a second Arcanist. So I think I'm just going to add in a second Lost in the Jungle and just hope I can find my Arcanist.
I'm
Only
dead.
so much time. This is your moment.
Checkmate. Well done.
Oh. We take those. Oh, I'm gonna take a lot of damage.
Our hardships only strengthen our resilience. Remember, Father.
It's decent. If anything, I'm gonna get a lot of value from this. Definitely. Uh-oh.
Strike. Then strike harder.
Do I live? Yeah, I live. Wish that was bigger. I wish none of this was super expensive. Oh yeah, here we go.
Accidents, they happen, you know?
Unity. Precision.
Remember, Father.
Primitive.
Okay, I have healed.
Faces congeal with locolar.
It's a big heal. The value.
My blade seeks vengeance I hear.
Remember,
The light dim.
Big Runthak.
But we
That's gonna be really big. That's really good. Okay. Feeling okay here. I'm assuming they're gonna have a ton of stuff they can do. I have big Leeroy, big Runthak.
The Cariel is slain. Our rallying cry. Hear and obey.
remember the Father.
Okay. I can at least ripcord with Leeroy if I absolutely have to. Okay. If I hit Spammy Arcanist, it's over.
This curse has become our greatest strength.
Gosh. I just gotta do it, right? So if Battlegrounds Battlemaster hits...
Remember the Father.
I gotta give it one more. I gotta gamble. Battlegrounds Battlemaster... I'll take 6.
no don't. It's still good.
Strike. Then strike harder.
Yes! Alright, alright. I think we in there. Egg. Jungle.
Reporting for duty.
Fireworks.
Make this look easy.
We got there. Finally. Look at this. It eventually just stops?
Remember the Father.
It has a maximum. That's interesting. Oh man. That's really funny. Alright, and now I slam in with a huge Leeroy.
Strike harder. You can really hold your own.
This is funny.
Let's do this.
And we won. Awesome. We're ranked up too. New floor.
I love that I climbed about 10 full ranks while trying to do this. I almost have Gold Paladin now, too. Alright, let's click this and get out of here. Oh. That was maybe not ideal, but also maybe the most ideal that we can get that achievement with. That's kind of rough. I'm curious if the Priest one would actually be easier, but I kind of doubt it. Either way, spectacular way to get this achievement, and glad this one's done, because that was rough. But like I said, with this list I ran, I won and lost maybe 50-50, aside from like just auto conceding to odd hunters. But hey, we got there. That's all that matters. And there we go. Awesome. Well, glad to check that one off the list. Well, that is going to bring me to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Both of those things would help me out a ton. And hey, follow me on Twitter and Twitch. I'm at HeyTallman at both places. I'd love to see you at any of the socials. If you got any achievements you'd like to see covered in a future video, please feel free to leave those in a comment below. And as always, thank you for watching. Have a great day. May the card you need the most never be at the bottom of your deck.